how do you all feel about Mass Appeal and Nas and the things that they're doing in terms of shining light on these legendary acts? I saw the panel. I actually watched some of those videos. Mm-hmm. To me, I think this is dope because we have to take the save part away and just focus on maintaining, but also showing love and appreciation instead of being so competitive about why this generation was better than the last. I think Mass Appeal is doing a great job of just shining light on legendary artists. Yep. So what do you guys think about their wave? Because it basically it coincides with this. This is a part of the roster. What do you guys think about that?
They remind me of, you got Possum Records, which does a lot of this with blues. And then even you could say Numero, Jazz Dispensary. You know, there's a lot of labels in other genres that have realized these people still have viable, like there are people that still like that music. Yeah. It's really been interesting. I remember when Mass Appeal was just doing, not Against the Clock, what was it? Where you had the blindfold and you had the rhythm roulette. Yeah. And like that was, in my opinion, that was probably a very good inroad for them because you were watching it enough and it was a certain kind of style. It's like, oh, people really like this. But it's cool that people continue to take an investment in it. Mass Appeal is almost like a Blue Note in some ways, where like we're going to welcome people who, I wouldn't say thrown away.
No, I wouldn't say thrown away.
But you know, as time passes, everything that's old becomes irrelevant at some point to someone. We don't all maintain the same audience. And so it's cool that they recognize, like, as these artists have aged, the people that bought their music 20 years ago, if it's good enough, they'll buy it right now. And we have more spending power too. So there's that. Well, you should. But, you know, so I think it's cool because it's like some resurrection, because who really thought we were going to get the Nas and Premier album? I had forgotten. I'm like, we ain't getting that.
I didn't.
I'm like, that's like Ghostface and Doom. I know we not going to get that either.
Yeah. I think it's cool that that Nas is in a position to be able to hold his peers down. You know what I'm saying? Nas his career other than rap is very lucrative and very promising, and he's just in a good position right now to be able to continue to let his peers and artists that he rock with thrive. And I just see it as just a kudos to that, because there's artists that came out at the same time, his peers, that aren't in a financial situation to be able to, you know, continue to carry the torch for them. So I feel like this is a torch moment for Nas being involved with it. Although he's coming out with an album himself, he's looking out for everybody else too. So I kind of just want to give him props for that.
Jump in, Jay.
I think one of the things that I'm most excited that Mass Appeal has done is it's gotten rid of the excuse for a certain demographic, if you will. They're like, man, I just wish I had some music from so-and-so, or just like, okay, man, you've got a Raekwon, a Ghostface, a Mobb Deep album all in the same year.
Slick Rick,
Big L, you know, and, you know, the Nas and Premier is on its way, you know.
Comic book.
Yeah.
You know, you know, even outside of Mass Appeal, we got a Common and Pete Rock album. You know, Public Enemy just put out a record this Friday, you know, that actually was better than I enjoyed it more than I thought I would, you know. But I mean, just because, like, I want to hear old Public Enemy records. I'm from that era where, you know, I love those records so much. But, like, these records were still, if you like Public Enemy, you'd enjoy these records. You know, so I'm just glad that this is something for us that stop complaining about what the youngsters are doing.
That part.
Artists that you grew up on, they're still making records, and you can pay attention. In fact, we didn't have to wait for Mass Appeal. It's always been like this. Yeah. It was just like we just have to be in a position to where we highlight it and say, and we have people get excited about, you know, making sure that I stay up till 12 o'clock and listen to whatever the new Nas and Premier is. You know, this is the kind of excitement that someone at my age wants to feel about the culture. You know, just because I'm not into NLE Chopper or Young Boy, that doesn't mean I'm too old for the culture. Right. What's for them is for them, but this is over here for me, and I'm going to enjoy it with the same fervor that I did when these artists first came out and I was introduced to them.
I think, go ahead, Lon, I'm sorry, go ahead.
Well, I was just going to say, it's also packaged in a way that the old heads can consume it. You know, like it's kind of an old type of label type of situation in a way. It's like Mass Appeal, this legacy media is putting out these artists for these people, and it's kind of putting them on a particular type of platform to where these, again, legacy artists don't have to compete with the same type of algorithms that NBA Youngboy and you know,
poor NBA young boy,
and Rayvon, and
he's doing
you know
well.
all these other
We've
younger,
been on him the whole time. Though.
Yeah, but they're kind of competing in a different type of way, and I think that's part of it too. So I think the platform in itself is good because it's, you know, I'm a big believer in platforms like that. Obviously, it's bringing down the band, you know, like
talk to him.
But at the same time, like it's always been hard to achieve, you know, the level that I've wanted us to actually achieve with bringing down the band. Like the goal was to prop up Indiana artists and infiltrate us with the rest of the world, right? It's hard to do. And so we're seeing Mass Appeal kind of do that in a different type of way with these legacy artists in this type of way. So I think that's cool, and I hope they keep doing it. I hope next year they have another announcement that's, who knows, maybe Rock's coming back with a record with Sean Price or something, or something, you know, not, you know, rest in peace, but or whatever, you know, like whomever that is. So,
I'm glad as a genre we finally caught up. Yeah, because hip hop was really the only genre in some ways that just was unwilling to welcome people that really put it together. I mean, like I saw Bob James at the Jazz Kitchen 2 years ago, and he was here last year. Like Bob James has got on orthopedic shoes now, playing shows or whatever. And so it's nice that every other genre has figured out a way like, oh, we'll keep you included. You'll get the tour or whatever. Like you think about those big tours that go on in the summer, it's a lot of legacy acts. Like who really wants to go see Styx? But apparently
a lot of people.
Apparently people are going to see it, you know. So it's nice to know, like when they did the Wu-Tang and Nas tour, I was like, man, finally, like those brothers deserve that. But also like, this is cool. This means that this is something we're going to see. We're going to get to do this.
It's an example.
I'm just glad that, you know, Mass Appeal is willing to make space for that.
Kinetik, let me ask you this. Why do you think this is the last genre to catch up?
Oh, my honest opinion?
Yeah, tell me the truth. Like why is this
it's also new.
Yeah,
it's new, but I mean,
y'all
you said
being generous.
But you said you named other people that have done this in other genres. So why now? Like what has been?
It might be controversial, but I feel like hating is such a big part of hip hop. Just being a hater, there's like so much space for it. So much conversation about being a hater and like ageism. Like you too, you know, you old. Like Unk status is cool.
Yeah.
But then like you pick up a microphone, it's like, you doing too much.
Yeah.
You know.
That's true.
Yeah. There's some of that like, man, we don't want to hear that from, you know, Pops over there or whatever. But, you know, I don't know. It's just weird like that. I think some of it is just appreciation, but I think like the content is like, you know, as we get older, like what are we going to talk about? Like Andre said that, but really, I mean, we could just talk about what's going on with us. I'm not running around the streets no more.
Right.
You know, so I'm not going to rap about that, but that's fine though. I mean, I'm doing other stuff. Like I am going to bed at 10 o'clock because I got to get up and go to work.
Come on. That's
real.
You
know what I'm saying? Like
that's real.
There's a bunch of people like, shit, I can relate to that. Yeah.
100%.
Then you have to actually factor in that hip hop started as a young man's game.
Yeah.
So it wasn't initially thought of that you're supposed to do this as a career. You're supposed to do this while you're hot and then kind of age out of it and be cool with it. But I feel like some of the artists that came up afterwards was like, nah, I actually want to keep doing this. I'm still good at it.
Yep.
So why should I stop doing it? And then you have artists that evolve their sound and content to fit with, like what you said. I'm talking about what I'm going through now. Fonte is the perfect example of that, man.
Good point.
It's like he does it at an elite level. It's the same level he was doing it at when he was younger. And it's that we're not aging out of being fans of hip hop.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And I don't feel like we should always have to look back and have to listen to the old stuff just because it was a moment in time for us. I mean, hip hop is a way of life, essentially. So like, I feel like I'm never going to stop listening to hip hop if I'm rocking with it or if I'm a fan of it. So if a new artist comes up tomorrow and I like him, then that just is what it is.
Yeah. I hope cats rap into their 70s and 80s. As long as they can get up and go do it, I hope so.
Come on, man. Do the pops then.
Yeah, man.
Mick Jagger and the Rolling Stones still out there getting that paper.
Right, and the only difference is like, I can't name I don't know if the Rolling Stones have put out a new record in the last 25 years.
They still performing.
Yeah, so like,
they put out something.
And you would know. And it's, you know, I mean.
And they replaced members and everything.
Yeah, it's like I saw Wu-Tang. They claim it's their last tour, but we'll see until somebody's taxes get messed up. But man, y'all know how it go.
Yeah.
I saw them, and while I was standing there, I was thinking like, yo, I've been rocking with these dudes for 30 years.
Yes.
Yeah.
And like, for me, Meth is underrated in my opinion in terms of longevity. That dude has been cold the whole time. He's
still
been
an
out.
elite MC right now.
And so I'm standing here, I'm watching this, like they doing songs. I remember like I had a bedtime when these songs came out.
Wow.
And
that's a crazy way to put that.
Yeah, and I'm like, man, you just stand there like, dang, this is really going on. Like I'm standing here watching Wu-Tang in an arena.
Man.
You know?
I felt like that when I seen George Clinton. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Oh man,
because and that was supposed to be his last tour.
Yeah,
and since that happened, that was damn near 10 years ago.
He liked performing too much.
He does. He loves it. You know what I'm saying? But I wish that I was there to actually see the for real mothership land.
My mama saw it,
and to see him still out here doing it.
Yeah.
Hey, I want hip hop to do the same thing. Man.
I think I felt that way at the Little Brother concert because we've grown up with them. Mixtapes, Chitlin Circuit, listening, all that. We've grown up with them. And to hear them be on stage and be like, look, man, we trying to get out of here. We old. I know y'all got to go home. I know y'all tired. Like, I'm like,
they went on a whole nother half.
And then they performed for like 35 more minutes. But I say that to say all the promo material was like, look, man, we trying to get out of here by like 11 o'clock because we know all our fans got kids and practices.
The fight was on that night.
That was a part of it. Like, that's a part of the evolution of us as a fan.
Yeah, man.
And just being able to say, it's time to go home. Yeah, I'm tired. My legs was hurting at the Little Brother concert. I was ready to go home.
Yeah, at the Wu-Tang show, I'm like, all right, y'all can be done. Once they started playing Triumph, I'm like, dang, all right, here we go. Man,
I left the Wu-Tang and Nas and Busta Rhymes show early.
No, really?
I was like, I think I've heard enough.
Hey, I was talking to my boy DJ Nate Jeezy about this. I need concerts with seating.
Shout out
like,
to
do
Nate.
they have a shout out to the
mezzanine or something?
I need somewhere I can just sit down and just look over the edge and enjoy.
I mean,
Straight
I don't know, because you guys were on the other side at the Little Brother. You guys, we had two different sections, which was crazy how many people we had.
That part.
But like, when they said this is only halfway.
Yeah,
I was
standing right next to you.
There was a moment where everybody's looking around like, I don't know. It's like
I'd seen them before, so I knew. I'm like, they got a lot of material.
I feel like I got enough,
bruh. We shout out to them because they played some records like they played Light It Up.
Nah, they did the damn thing, man. Hell, I went to see Souls of Mischief and didn't even stay to hear 93 Until Infinity.
You gotta stay
I
for
had
that.
to go, man. I had to work the next morning.
Oh, wow.
I want to say the show didn't start exactly on time.
Was that here?
Yeah, it was here. And I was like, man, I'm not going to make
It's
it.
a Hi-Fi, I think.
Yeah, at the Hi-Fi.
I didn't go at all.
Yeah, I didn't even
Did
know.
that tell you how I feel about it?
Hey.
Yeah, I opened up for them. I did.
Yeah.
I didn't stay either because
you cut out earlier.
I had to go.
Also not surprising, though.
Listen.
He
I
probably
stayed.
just
I'm like,
disappeared,
please play 93 Infinity.
That's all I need.
Laugh.
You know that's
like,
gonna be laugh.
but the show just kept going. You know, the older we are, it's different now. It's like, okay, how many hours of sleep am I gonna get? How many drinks have I had tonight?
That part.
How long do I need this to metabolize to get up out of my system?
If I'm out of town, am I going home tonight?
Yes, man.
What am I doing?
But that's also speaks to the point of like, you guys made a really good point about aging in hip hop and the Little Brother show, Little Brother meeting all of our needs as they were setting the show up.
Yeah. That's true.
As they thought about that when they were doing it. And, you know, it was a great example of it.
Yeah.
They weren't trying to like close the club down. They
No,
were
'cause
like,
that show was done it was before 11.
Yeah.
Like
in
10:30,
and out.
10:45.
In and out. And, you know, I think that, you know, it is cool to kind of see this resurgence and kind of the pushback against the old, you know, like the ageism, if you will. So
I just think it's really dope to see older acts thrive and be able to, you know, continue to put out product. There's nothing wrong with Ghost, no matter how you like it. It's not about that.
Yeah.
They're putting out product, you know, so be appreciated. Like,
Yeah.
we know it ain't gonna land like it did in 2000, but it doesn't matter.